All right. Okay, I'm looking at the camera. When I look like this, I'm directly looking at you. Sometimes I will look down just to see your names. Okay, wonderful. Excellent. Let's mark this moment. So just to let you know, today is February 22nd, year 2022, right? And we started the class at 22 or 10 p.m. Sri Lanka time. And, guess what? I want to congratulate you for something that you may not even know, but I know about you. That just by being part of this co-creative process, like being part of this masterclass, energetic quantum leap masterclass, I want you to know that you just shifted gears upwards. In other words, you already made the quantum shift. How many of you believe it? You don't need to switch on your microphone. Just type in the chat message. Yes or no. It's not a logical answer. And raise and yes. Yes, and. How many of you already know that you have made the quantum shift? Yeah, Vashini. I repeat the question once more. If you paid attention to everything very carefully, we had three rings in my meditative bowl. The sound 3 times. I played it 3 times. And you did something, that is to join this masterclass. Yes, Aisha is raising her hand. Yes, Ryan is raising his hand. The fact that you can just say without any logic, I just made the quantum leap. Come on. On a weekday night, some people are joining from USA and maybe some other part of the world, but many are from Sri Lanka. You're joining at this time. Yes, Miriam. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. This is my first Zoom session, but I know it's a big step. What a statement. What a profound statement. What kind of alignment that is. Congratulations, Miriam. Whoever you are, I love you. And I love all of you, of course. Love is my strength. My heart is my strength. Only recently I found that it is unbreakable. After going through so many so-called heartbreaks as a woman, I only recently realized it's unbreakable. This was my strength. Hence I loved again and 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 still loving. That love was so much that I was about to die in year 2019. I bounced back to life. So let me share my love, which is, I have someone who's fully aligning with me. Oh, wonderful. Isn't that fascinating? So let me share that love and light with you. Love is light. Fear is darkness. All right. So as much as I have a structure to the program, you see I have this little post-it note, which is not my typical nature. Some of you already know me, know that I'm just channeling divine wisdom. Because although 𝓑𝓾𝓻𝓼 made a beautiful presentation about my identity as so and so, I'm absolutely nothing. So this is why I'm free. I'm absolutely nothing. So are you. So before we proceed, as much as I have a structure to this session, it will be very intuitive. It will be like water flowing. Yeah. So imagine there's a tree. There's a tree, beautiful tree. So tree is fully rooted to the Mother Earth. Tree has a structure, the trunk, the roots, and the branches, the flowers, the leaves, fruits, right? Inside the tree, although it is very rigid and structured, you can see from the bottom of the tree, you are rooted. You are like stable. So from the trunk, you are growing upwards. There's a structure. There's solidity from the roots, and there's a structure. But from the branches and above, the leaves and the flowers, it's opening up to the space. And inside the tree, there's water. Inside the tree and in the flowers and leaves, there's sunlight. The sunlight is actually in the leaves, in fact, in every cell of the tree. And now there's water inside the tree, there is fire inside the tree, and there's certainly the minerals and the nutritious elements, the metal component of the earth is in the tree. And when and if the tree is burnt down, it goes back to the earth. So earth is in the tree. So all these elements are in the tree. So in a given time, everything is actually in a structure, at the same time in a flow. Now you take the tree. Right? You so badly want to understand the structure. Now you try to remove the structure. All right? You want to learn the structure, the solidity. So you start peeling, and you somehow want to find the structure. If you keep peeling the tree, what would you end up having? You will end up seeing nothing. But you were looking to find the structure. Now you're trying to find the water. Now you're trying to find the water in the tree. Of course, if it is something like a cactus or a banana or a plantain tree, right? Maybe we can explicitly see some water, but in general, right? Now you want to find the water. You're looking for water. You keep searching for the water in a tree, and you might even experience some essence coming out, some milk coming out, some juice coming out, but you won't necessarily see the water. You can't separate it out. And now you're so eager to find the sun inside the tree, the light, the fire. Yeah, well, you have to burn the tree down, if at all, if you really want to see it for yourself. And you want to find the metal, the nutritious component. You will look for it, but you won't find it. You will find something closer to explaining it. Like a scientist will take you to the lab and will dissect it and give it a label and say, all right, this is that. Still, the fundamental element you will never figure out. It's unknown. So are you, so am I. So our experience today, there is a structure. It is based on a truth, an existential, universal truth, which is absolutely there. It is like the elixir of life. Only thing, I can say it as the absolute truth. I can refer to it as an existential truth. I can tell you that it is the elixir. I can even tell that is God or the ultimate truth. But my words does not indicate anything about it. My words are only a pointer towards what is. However, because I have experienced it beyond the 5 sensory experience, I've touched it, I've tasted it, and truthfully living in that awareness every moment. Because once you have touched that quantum field, you can never be the old version of you. It's inevitable. This is why almost every human being born on earth, from the inception, there is this natural inclination to find that truth, to find God, to find that elixir of life, to meet God, to be in union, to feel complete. There is this quest from the time actually they have come into the physical form. But From the time the baby is born, actually baby is conceived, from the time the conception has happened, form has happened, form has come into manifestation. The material particles have come into manifestation. That form is going to absorb energy from the environment, starting from the energy of the biological mother and father, and everything else that happened beyond mother and father's body. Because the mother and father together are also forms, matter, a baby, a child. And they are living in the womb of their mother. That memory of the origin is there. So generation after generation, all that data, which is energy, is coming into this baby in creation. And you and I, we all are totally, completely vulnerable to all that is there. We have to depend on, rely on, count on, even have mercy from this external energy. If the mother did not eat on time because she was tired, frustrated, angry, sad, and she did not have enough self-love, this baby is not having enough food to feel nourished. Because now you have come through the gate of life, come through the portal. You have taken that quantum leap, essentially, to the unknown. Now you are getting to know. This is what we did as babies. Are you telling me you don't know how to take quantum leaps? Who you are, who I am, the sense of self is absolutely no thing. And at the same time, it's everything. As you're listening to me, as you're seeing me, hearing me, even feeling me, I want you to now pay attention to your abdomen, your navel and your abdomen area. And I even invite you to place your palms on your abdomen, on your navel. This is the place of your origination. This is the door of life. You came into being through this portal. What's here is like a vortex, a massive vortex of energy. Before you got the body, you were absolutely nothing. So you wanted to become something because nothing cannot exist on its own. So you took that quantum leap through the mother, facilitated by the father, provided by the father. The divine feminine and divine masculine energy, which became later on just the masculine and feminine separate entities. You came absolutely as nothingness into polarized existence. The male, female, yin yang, black and white, light and darkness. And from the two came 10,000 things or 10 million things and infinite number of things. As you hear these words, they're not words of knowledge. This is energy. And these words can only give a sense of direction towards that quantum field, which you already know and already have within you. We as teachers, what we do is just holding space for you, facilitating it, navigating, creating space and opportunities. As fellow travelers of the same journey. Same journey. This journey of life that you think, which is linear and in time space, and you're traveling outside, is something actually you make inside. When you figure this out, that vulnerability you had as a little child, that dependency, that fear of not being provided and supported will begin to reduce bit by bit. And from your abdomen, the door of life, where nothing became two things and then millions of things, And now you are in the material world and you have completely forgotten your real nature as absolutely nothing, and the fact that you already made a quantum leap much earlier. But because of 10,000 things manifested thereafter, you've forgotten. You got lost in a thick jungle of data. It's dark now. It's actually darker. So you want light because your origin was pure light and beyond light. Now that fear and vulnerability is too much in your belly, too much stagnant energy, doubt, anxiety, worry, all that start now rising upwards. So your heart is meant to love, and your mouth is there to express your truth. And for your brain is there to perceive things clearly. Seeing from the right perspective. I can see clearly now. Because your eyes don't see. They are only apparatus and a connector between the external energy and the internal energy. Your ears don't hear. Your tongue actually doesn't taste. Nose doesn't really smell a thing. It's your brain, the inner eye, that sees things clearly. So now it's a cycle. You came from the source where everything was there, that you were the potent source. You were the origin of everything. You were unknown. So you wanted to be known. And you created a body, a system to experience unknown. However, the primordial energy, the initial, normal, natural, pure original energy got distorted after getting identified with the data. You took your thoughts to be real. You took your physical body to be really real. You took your emotions to be damn seriously real. And you've forgotten yourself. So this quantum leap you are making today is actually a leap towards finding home. Your home, your true home, which is within you. The elixir, the God, the union, the truth of all that is already within you. Now it's about, this journey is about directing our attention inwards. So there's a structure to this program, this presentation, this masterclass. And at the same time, there's no structure. It's flowing between me and you. I'm no superior. I'm a fellow traveler. It's just that I look too ecstatic because I'm not afraid of the darkness. I'm not afraid of the fear. And I know only to experience love and light through the darkness. So when we go trips, we share food, even with strangers. We share love, we support. I remember climbing 𝓒𝓸𝓬𝓸𝓬 just after recovering from dengue fever, just 3 months recovered, exactly 3 months. Never knew what it is like, took a very difficult path also, the 𝓒𝓸𝓬𝓸𝓬 trail. And with 2 other women, and had no idea that it would take 12 hours to go in that thick, dense, dark forest kind of trail. Took the decision, just jumped in like a little child. And guess what? There were 3 angels on the way. I didn't have to carry my backpack all the way up, no, all the way down. 12 hours up, 10 hours back. Only love and laughter. My dear ones, you're absolutely nothing. Let it be a reminder for you every moment. Now you know. And you're going home. The quantum leap is that journey from nothing through the mother's womb to the 10,000 things, and you got lost taking what is not real for real. Now it's a journey. All the way up. Let's say all the way back to where you started. You don't have to wait till you die to go to that place. You know, I've met with death. It's not a scary place. It's actually a beautiful experience. So we all have that deep knowingness of who we are originally. But the postnatal energy that you have accumulated, postnatal, from not necessarily after coming out of mother's womb, but the energy you started accumulating to become a form, like a fully fledged human being. In that process, you accumulated energy from outside, which is dark, dense, multicolored, different types of energies, and you got lost. So this is about, quantum leap is about coming back to who you really are. I want you to now understand one more piece of truth. Piece of truth. It is just some words for you now for the moment, but that word will direct you towards the real truth. Maybe today, right now, right here, or after a couple of years. It's your decision. It's totally your decision. As much as you made the decision to come to this time-space reality, it's totally your decision. Quantum leap is an action. Quantum leap is an action towards unknown. Quantum leap is a risky, crazy, not normal, weird, bold, brave, courageous step towards unknown. I remind you, you already made it when you chose to come to this time-space reality in this name and form, through that mother, father, through that genealogy. Quantum leap is an action, and it is divine masculine energy. It's divine masculine energy. It's masculine. So the ones who are taking action, 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 action forward are actually having very high level of masculine energy. I'm referring in the earthly material life. Divine masculine is about taking an action towards unknown, totally through inspiration. Because the divine feminine is pulling you, pushing you, really inviting you, enticing you towards a deeper truth about yourself, which is in the darkness. Divine feminine energy is about, the feminine energy is about womb, which is a dark place. You were nurtured in a very, very dark, dense, smelly, scary place. But you were safe. Were you? Are you? Divine feminine energy is about darkness. The mud, in the pond. Inside the earth, it is dark, but you have to plant the seed in the darkness. And the seed will crack open from the shelf in the darkness and start cracking open further from the soil, will look for light. That opening, that movement, that inevitable movement, that dance between yin yang, dance between male female energy is union, holy union. That movement is divine masculine energy guiding you to your best expression of the self, because divine feminine is holding the seed of bitter, ugly truth in the dark womb. She's holding, nurturing space, in that space. So the divine masculine can rise to the infinity, to the infinity, not to become a millionaire, billionaire, not to set up a business, have 2 children. Divine masculinity together with the divine femininity, the play between the dark and the light, putting you and guiding you to the best expression of who you have come to be. This is a remembering process. And now, after coming from that portal, which is like a vortex. It's a vortex, right? It's a vortex. It's a continuous movement like this. You can see this in meditation. You can feel it. You can be in it. You can know how exactly things happen. You can find the beginnings of the universe anytime without doing any research outside in a lab or wasting so many years looking for it in books. So in that vortex, what is there is infinite possibilities for you to choose. And every time you choose something towards light, there's a corresponding darkness. You have no way of escaping that. When you choose, even in life, you go to a buffet. Oh, 100 items in the buffet. You choose, right? You like to choose, you love to choose. Some people feel so terrified, even in a buffet. Oh, I don't know which one to choose. There's so much. They feel overwhelmed by seeing the buffet. Some are like children or childlike people or children. You know, they dance because they can choose. But every time when you choose, you're choosing one over another. You can't escape that. And with that choice comes many other choices. So this vortex where there are infinite possibilities, you kept choosing, kept choosing, kept choosing, kept choosing up until this moment. With every choice you made so far, there's the element of the darkness, there's this element of light. There's this element of possibility and no possibility at the same time. But as long as you choose one over the other, you're never free. How much ever you have, how much ever you do, you're never free, really, to choose. You were bounded because of the postnatal energy. You kept making decisions that were once made by others. So who you are really now is a collection of identities and data, which is not you. This is the quantum leap. Knowing this, which we know deep in our hearts, in our guts, even in our brain, we know this truth. But if you keep searching that truth in the data, in the outside world, in other people, in books and other sources, you never gonna find it. But you can't deny that either. The ultimate quantum leap is about bringing balance between the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy, the opposites. Complete balance to a level you tap into your higher mind or quantum field or God or higher self, that infinite consciousness of who you already are. And then working from top to bottom, taking action from top to bottom. But all this while, your action was from bottom to up. This is why you had fear about every single penny or rupee you had to spend. You had fear about every single relationship you went into. You had fear about every little decision you had to make on the way. You had fear about the food you eat and what you wear and how you go into the world, how you present yourself. You had fear on every step because your attention was your mind, basically. Your brain was not trained to operate from up to down. This session is that first facilitation. For some of you, I have facilitated this much earlier. So for many of you who connected with me much earlier, this process is gonna be much more fun and joyful But for some of you, because this is a complete paradigm shift, many people think the kind of life experiences that people like us, have gone through are very beautiful. Oh, lovely story. If any one of you have gone on a roller coaster, you know what I mean. Many years ago, when I was 18 years old, I was in Japan. I got a scholarship to go to Japan. And I had the opportunity to homestay with a beautiful family. So they were taking care of me very, very well. In fact, they were so fond of me, to say the least, and to be so brutally honest. I felt so home, and a feeling that I didn't have as a young girl in my own home. I felt really home with these people and in this country in winter. So they once gave me a choice as to, there's limited time and budget, they have to take care of us. I was on full scholarship, but they were given some funds to take care of us from the school that sponsored the program. So they gave me two choices one day to visit, like two places. One was like more like an entertainment place, and the other was a temple, kind of special temple that they were going. Me being me, I said the temple. And they took me to this temple. And I remember this experience, very special experience. And I experienced the same thing during my meditation. That time for 18-year-old Jamini, it was a trip to a temple and an experience. But later on, when I saw the existential truth, it was an exact replication of that existential truth. So in that temple, there is this passage, separate passage, which is thick, jet black or dark. I mean, you don't know if anyone around you, the whole family would go in, but you can't sense if there's anyone around you. You cannot see a thing. It is maybe made up of, I don't know, concrete. I don't know what that structure is, but it's a tunnel. You just have to keep going. Fortunately, my friend was almost like giving her hand in few occasions. But it's absolutely dark. It's nothing is known. They don't even tell what it is. And you keep going, and finally you hit a particular place where you suddenly, you so intuitively stretch your hand in front of you, and then you get hold of something. It's the key. It's a key. It's a huge, like a very heavy lock on a door. And you kind of lift it. So intuitively, you end up lifting it, although it's so heavy and thick, and you don't even know what it is because you can only get hold of it. You hold it, and the door opens. And then you're back in the light. This experience is the same. Now, I'm going to give you one more pearl of wisdom or truth. Let it just sink into your psyche so naturally, so effortlessly. You don't have to try to understand a thing as much as you have already been doing. This is like a direct transmission. you can operate in a given time in life. Two levels of awareness. One is victim, as a victim. Another word for the victim is logician consciousness, the victim mindset. Not enough. I need, I should, I must, I have to, I want to, even I desire to. Lack. Therefore, fear of not having it. Dark, dense. Heart is uneasy. Mind is not clear. So many thoughts. There's no clear seeing. It's clutter. Hard to see in clutter. You see something and whatever you're seeing is not true. Like you suddenly find, oh, it's not true. And then you again go back to that vicious cycle in the womb, like, oh, fear of not known. And then you nurture more fear. Further fear, worry, doubt in your stomach. Heart is closed. You have to force yourself to love the self. And when there's no love for the self, for God's sake, there is no way you can love someone else. Don't you ever hereafter tell your loved ones that you love them if you haven't found yourself. You rather speak the bitter truth to them about how you really feel about them and set them free and set yourself free. Because you saw your parents live that lie and many generations and the whole society is forced to live a lie that they don't even know. They're loving that, but there's absolutely no love. That's why there's so much of discontentment and dissatisfaction and so much of food and money and experiences are needed just to fill that space. But you can never fill it because I told you it's a wormhole. It's like a portal. It's a vortex. It's everything you put in there, like something happens. But yes, that's part of the journey. We don't deny any of it. We don't deny any of it. We're not even saying it's bad. We're just presenting it as it is. The other level of consciousness you can operate in a given time is the divine consciousness, the magician, the higher self, higher mind. You may, if you like to call the God itself, himself, itself, herself, whatever. The divine consciousness or the quantum field. When you operate from that place, there is only clarity here. Because when there's clarity in your mind, in your brain, in this system here, when it is at ease, when it is functioning, your brain is functioning so optimally, you see clearly. You see, hear clearly. You taste and smell clearly, and from all senses, you feel accurately. You don't need any other knowledge and wisdom. And from that seeing, there is only unconditional love for the self, which is that body that you think you are, and all the darkness inside you, which is reflected through other people in your life and in the world. Victim consciousness, if you're setting intentions from victim, neediness, lack, wanting, you will continue to suffer with fear, worry, and you will feel the discomfort in your belly area continuously. You will not feel stable like a tree, open and growing and abundant like a tree. And what is in the middle? Your heart get congested, 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 that it is rhythm, the beating rhythm, heart beating rhythm is totally out of sync. When that is out of sync, the music coming out is either not clear, either too rough or too soft, too out of sync, not harmonious. So today, in a moment, I will facilitate you to set that intention you wrote before you joined the program. If you wrote it down, you're wonderful. If you didn't write it down, still you're wonderful. If you wrote it down, you have a better advantage, however. Like you could read it for yourself someday, and even now and later on, and see for yourself how things have changed in your life with that intention. So I will facilitate to plant that intention. Plant it in the womb of your gate of life, because that is where everything has to be planted on earth. So, but we will clean it up. I'll put it that way. We'll clean it up in the quantum space, in the higher mind, the universal mind. I will help you tap into your source of who you really are, which is already known to you. I'm only a facilitator. And we will bring that inspiration through our heart, into our womb, and we give it to the earth, the mother, the divine mother, divine feminine, to nurture in the darkness. That's the way out. No light without darkness. Once you start integrating and healing that field and the energy around it, cleaning it, cleansing, and really preparing the background for it to nurture, the divine masculine will take inspired action, just like you did to join this class today. So there are 3 steps to this quantum leap. There are several men here, or male energy here, and several female, quite balanced group actually. Men are just hardwired after the postnatal energy accumulation, all right? They have forgotten their divine nature, that they are balance of both. So is females. So are females. Sometimes a female in the body, but extreme male energy. So she has lost in touch with her real femininity and finding it suffocating. That was my life story. I was only making quantum leap across the board from early age as 3. Then I found extremely out of balance at the age of 25, 26, 27, the perfect life of a woman. Can't help. Fortunately, I realized things at an early age, so I made different choices. So we both have the male and female energy, but men are hardwired to act out of logician, out of actually victim consciousness. Many men that we see in the world today, even in the past, they have amazing, unbelievable amount of insecurities that a woman wouldn't even know that it is there. They think they are so confident and secure, so then out of neediness and vulnerability, they jump into relationships and they are out of sync, and they find that they can't rely on this man. And when that happens, the man is continuously again acting. But the woman is waiting. Nothing is happening. Now she loses touch with her ability to hold space like Mother Earth. She loses that ability. She gets into action. And in that process, both male and female energy, they are lost. Just not men and women are lost. Male and female energies out of sync. So today, we will take that intention you wrote down, clean it up, and plant it not on your womb, on your gate of life or energy center, on your abdomen. No, we will plant it in the quantum space, your higher mind. And from there, we will draw that energy and safely sort of position it, plant it in the womb of female energy. So once you have taken a quantum leap, it is not about acting. It's about being ready to face the bitter truths on the way, which are the data that you accumulated after coming into form, the postnatal chi. That is where there are traumas, all sad, unhappy, fearful memories. They are all in our system. So it's about cleaning that space continuously. Cleaning, transforming that energy to a level that your highest intention is ready to now bloom on its own. Before I facilitate you into the meditation, I want you to know I have already done the work. You just have to trust it. But I promise that I give you a meditative experience separately. I want you to hear the highest piece of wisdom now. I want you to hear. You may be ready to hear. You may not be ready now. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to declare it. The logician mind, the victim mind, the data calculating mind is operating in the physical reality, thinking it is real, but it is not real. The absolute truth and the elixir and the quantum it's beyond to the logical mind, so it will never know it. Even if it knows it, it will only translate, decode it into some kind of a structure and verbalize it and symbolize it, but the symbol is not the truth. You take the map of Colombo and you try to go around. Map is never Colombo. Colombo is never the map, but map is only an indication of all possibilities of Colombo. The only way to face fear, to cut through the logician's logic, to help the victim, to help the victim, and to outsmart the logician is the only way to do that is to take inspired action. Just do it. Like when we were children, we just did it. So how do you know in a given time you are heading towards your the ultimate purpose, mission, dream, the real path? You're on the right path. How do you know that you are working towards that ultimate vision in a given time? Very simple. 3 ways. 3 ways. Your mind start slowing down, no clutter, to a level sometimes hardly any thoughts. If you are fully engaged doing your job and business, and in relationship, driving your vehicle, doing things, doing shopping, other stuff, your mind will only be thinking in the present moment. Your mind will be clear. And in your heart, there will be so much of love for yourself and others. In your gut, in your stomach, you can digest things so very well because you're so open and you feel very, very completely stable, like the roots of a tree. This is how you know in a given time you're heading the right direction. If you don't have this, so sorry, even if you have worked out your butt out for 35 years, 20 years, 10 years in a business or a career, whatever, even in a relationship, it might come to an end. I did it. It happened to me rather. I didn't. I just jumped. Only thing I did was to just jump when time is ready, because I was anyway. I knew this is my last chance to make things happen on earth. I always knew instinctively from my early days. So I was not missing a single moment. So people thought I'm crazy. My family thought I'm crazy, but no, I always knew. Now everyone is just following my path, footsteps. So some it's too late because they're too old now. Energies are totally out of sync, but I'm holding space. Now be ready. Be ready to plant your intention out of love into your higher mind space. And then we bring it down to your womb, or men also, you have womb, okay? Energetically. All right. So sit back, relax. Close your eyes. Keep one palm on your chest, the other palm on your abdomen, covering your navel. You're going to take 9 breaths. When you inhale, your stomach expands, ribs expand, chest expand. When you exhale, chest sink in, ribs sink in, stomach sink in. You can feel a wave like a motion in your spine. So keep both your feet fully on the ground. Inhale, exhale. Feel that wave of energy and that motion, through that motion in your spine. The last breath, I want you to open your mouth and completely release the air out of your system as you exhale. Now, I want you to bring your hands all the way up, palms facing up. Bring it down to your lower abdomen area. One more time. Raising your palms above your head and bringing it all the way down to your lower abdomen once again. Now let your palms open up and keep it on your thigh or arm of the chair, on your legs, palms facing up. Think of your intention, the intention you wanted to achieve this year or in your life. Imagine you are putting that intention into a beautiful crystal ball. Now bring that crystal ball all the way above your head, above the crown of your head. Let it float. Let it float in that infinite space, in your higher mind, in the cosmic mind, the universal mind, in the divine consciousness, in that space where everything is possible. Wonderful. Now breathe through the crown of your head all the way down with that light of energy embedded in that crystal, with your intention being clarified and purified, bringing it all the way down through the crown, through your spine, the central vertical channel, all the way to your abdomen, to the door of life, to the womb, to the place of infinite creativity. Now, from this intention, there is a cord of energy that is spreading through your legs, all the way down through your feet to the center of the Mother Earth. You are rooting the intention on Earth. Mother Earth is now nurturing your intention, providing with all the nourishment that it is needed for that to become a fully fledged reality at all levels of awareness. Now bring your palms onto your navel, onto your lower abdomen, with a beautiful smile on your face, knowing your intention is purified, clarified, and integrated through your heart, and nourished and nurtured with divine consciousness from your higher self through unconditional love in your heart. It has come through very important gateways, and your mind is now third eye, or mind or the brain is clarified its vision and perspective. Now this energy is conceived in your womb of creation, safely, comfortably, joyfully, solidly, safely. Let it nourish there. If there are any discomforts, please do not try to fight it. Breathe and accept it. Let it be there. Their inner children has traumas, past experiences unresolved. Let them be there. Do not fight them. Invite them into this process.
The only way to invite them into this process is to say, "Thank you, I love you, So if you have any discomfort, any pain, whatever at any level, not only in the stomach, in your head, in your heart, whatever, in your back muscles, wherever in your body, please invite them into your womb, get into your lower abdomen and say thank you for showing up and say I love you. Let this energy be integrated with divine love and guidance and for your highest benefit in a safe and loving manner and in accordance with the free will of all concerned. JayaShri.
When you're ready, you can gently start stretching your body and open your eyes. Come to the present moment. All right. So I invite 𝓑𝓸𝓾𝓻𝓼. He has something to share, and specifically about the special program we are offering.
And while JayaShri Maathaa is monitoring the comments, let me quickly go through some of the material I want to talk to you about. And this material is important for us, and I feel privileged to share about it. This program, the program I'm going to talk to you about is something JayaShri Maathaa created, and this encompasses. This is a series of programs. So this I'm talking to you about the first of 3 programs, and this will encompass more than 30 years of JayaShri Maatha's experience, and about 10-11 years of mine experiences of mine. So this is Advanced Energy Healing Practitioner Certification. So Advanced Energy Healing Practitioner Certification Training. And so we call this JayaShri Energy Healing. So that's the series name. This is the tier 1, first level of training. The why we created this training in the why JayaShri Maathaa created this training in this format is the realization that you need more than one modality, one tool to deal with the trauma, past events that you need to overcome. So you need to have more than one tool. If we use only one tool, it's like a one-trick pony. So there are things you can deal with it easily. There are things that you can deal with it with extensive application, and there would be things that you cannot deal with. So what we figured out over time was we need energy healing, we need NLP, we need meditation, we need movement meditation, we need seated meditation. So all together, all in all, helps us overcome our limitations, overcome the past that is restricting us. And in this level, the intention of this training is to give you the tier 1 skills to overcome the issues, limitations, past trauma that you yourself face. And since it is a practitioner certification, intention is also for you to apply it on other people. So the training I'm talking to you about is a 3 months training. This is a 20-hour course, online coursework. And also there'll be 4 personal coaching sessions. The starting date is 1st March 2022. That is next Tuesday. Starting time is the same, 10 p.m., same time as this training program. The coursework would be 2 hours sessions. And online classwork, we have 8 modules that will be covered: introduction to energy and healing. So practical, in this, we will be covering what is practical definition of energy, how you perceive energy, and how you make use of your mind and body to sense and channel energy. So that's a module 1. Module 2 is neurodynamics. So this is NLP for inner work, making use of NLP for mind programming, understand what mind is and how to program mind towards healing and growth. Third one is meditation for energy healing. So this is different from our other meditation classes. We do 2 other meditation classes, but a meditation for energy healing is increase your sensitivity to energy. So, and this sensitivity is needed when you are going to do the rest of the training program. So we'll be doing 3 meditative techniques to increase your sensitivity energy. And then chakra rebalancing, this is advanced chakra work. And JayaShri Maathaa will cover 3 advanced chakra healing techniques to bring about mental, physical, and emotional healing. Then inner child work. So inner child inner children are the ones that carry your past trauma around, and they control the way you behave, control the way you think, basically controls your destiny. And you need to learn how to work with your inner child or inner children, and how to bring about resolution to them if you want to create a fulfilling life for yourself. So Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian technique. I think only one student in the group has learned, because they have done advanced energy healing work with me. That is 𝓒𝓸𝓬 practitioner training. So other than that, Ho'oponopono would be quite new to all of you. And in the Ho'oponopono, you'll be working on change within that affects the change without, and make a permanent change within yourself affecting your future. And 7th module is timeline therapy. So this is again coming from NLP and psychology to bring about healing and transformation from past trauma and having a positive effect on your future. And 8th module is continuous assessment. So these will be practical assessments, quizzes and practical assessments to ensure that you understood the material and also can practically apply them. And other than that, we also included this in this is 4 hours of personal mentoring and coaching sessions by JayaShri Maathaa and 𝓑𝓸𝓬𝓸𝓬. So that would be 4 sessions, 2 sessions by JayaShri Maathaa and 2 sessions with myself, to give you further guidance and to help you overcome your personal challenges and also application of techniques. Course fee for this is 300,000. If you want to pay it on installments, you can pay it in 3-month installments. So that is the duration of the program. However, if you pay the full payment on upfront at the registration, it is 201,000. So that is quite a substantial discount when you register upfront and make the full payment upfront. And as I said, this is not the end of this program. So this is a 3-part program. Second part of second year of this program is advanced manifestation practitioner. And the third tier is the energy doctor. This is 100% commitment, dedication, loyalty, passion, and perseverance demanded program. And you'll be doing that to reach the level of energy doctor. You'll be engaging with us in training and also mentoring and coaching capacities for 3 years. So you'll be extensively applying yourself with dedication and commitment to reach the level of energy doctor. If you want to know more information about this program, you can connect with me, or you can reach our Healing Sri Lanka page, and in one of the menu items would be JayaShri Energy Healing. So you can have a look at that. If you want, I can put that, or I can email the links to you. Anyway, other than that, so that was the main program I want to talk to you about. Other than that, we would be starting NLP Practitioner Certification. This is the 14th batch. This is a 40-hour training from 20th March. Reiki Degree 1, Degree 2 Practitioner Certification. So this is online individual training program. Law of Attraction Practitioner Certification. This is ongoing. So we'll be starting the new batch on 26th March. And Luminous Mind Meditation. This is the meditations to reach Samadhi states. This is the 8-hour training. will be an 8-hour training that would run for 4 days, so 2 hours a day. It will be starting that on 6th March. So these are public trainings. I'll be advertising them. I'll be sending out mails about it. And when you're interested, you can let me know. Other than that, there are other training programs that is a graduation of this. Like if you have done Luminous Mind, then you can join the Awakening Meditations training. If you have done Reiki, you can join. If you have done Reiki, and also if you have done Advanced Energy Clearances and Activations Healing Program, you can join the 𝓒𝓸𝓬𝓸𝓬 Practitioner Training. If you have done Nlp Practitioner Certification, you can join Nlp Master Practitioner Certification. If you have done Reiki, you can do the Reiki Master Certification. Other than that, we also offer life coaching for you to, that is specific interventions for you to create the future that you are looking forward to create, and advanced energy clearance and activations for anybody who is serious about their spiritual growth.
All right,
So,
wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
With that, we'll wrap up, and you all have been an amazing group, and some of you have been sending me messages. I responded. This is just amazing. Yeah, everyone's having so much of energy and still on board. Wonderful. I appreciate your commitment towards being the best version of yourself. Right? You can unmute yourself and say hello, bye, JayaShri, and just say good night, or switch on your video and show your beautiful face. That would be wonderful to see all of you, and I mean, really, it's a pleasure being with all of you. Oh, look at Delani. Oh, Miriam. Oh, wow. So now I see you, Miriam. Wow, that's fascinating, isn't it? Such beautiful, beautiful energy here. 2 hours, close to 2 hours. Oh boy, oh boy. This is like, have we jumped beyond some kind of time-space reality? Padma Siri, oh, wow. Oh, wonderful. And Devika. It's close to midnight for us, and I have energy that I can hand over to you. Take it. Take it. Just take it. Wonderful. So let's all of us just wrap it up. You can unmute yourself. Actually, I think everyone can unmute it. Can they unmute themselves, JayaShri? Can you facilitate it so that they can just say good night or whatever? They can just express themselves, right? It's important they express in some way. So just check your oh yeah, there you go, there you go. It's like unmuting.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, JayaShri Maathaa. Thank you, Ganesh.
Have a nice day.
JayaShri. Night.
JayaShri.
JayaShri, JayaShri, JayaShri.
JayaShri, thanks.